Hey guys, it's Bobi aka Paginator, and I'm here today to unbox Owlcrate as well as open a few packages from the mail. Alright, so as I'm currently filming this, I don't feel super great. I have a bit of a cold, so if my voice goes in and out, my apologies ahead of time. Okay, we are going to start with something very exciting. This came all the way from Scotland. I ordered a set of bookmarks from Aurelium, from G's Etsy shop, and these have the guild houses on them. So she sent this cute sticker that says Aurelium on it to close the envelope, and these bookmarks, oh my gosh, they're even more beautiful in person than they are in her video. Ugh. They have gold foiling on them. So I got a set of 4. I was originally just going to get House of the Arcane, which is my house, but then I decided to go ahead and get all 4 because, you know, me, impulse buyer. Those are so beautiful. Oh. And they have this like silky touch to them. I don't know what kind of paper or whatever these are printed on, but wow, they feel amazing. The only problem with bookmarks that are this beautiful is that you don't want to use them because you don't want to ruin them. I will use these. I will make myself use them somehow. Alright, up next we have this little pink mailer, and in the interest of time, I think I'm going to save this because I know this is going to take me a while to go through. It's some lace scraps that I got from Etsy, and maybe what I'll do is like go through them off camera and just take a picture and insert it here so you can see what I got. Up next we have my Book of the Month box, and in this moment I don't remember what book I ordered because, like, yeah, cold medicine. The bookmark says, read like your TBR is watching. And we have the book Small Angels by Lauren Owen. The line at the top says, the woods are stirring again. And this tells us, Lucia and her sisters grew up on the edge of Mockbecker Woods. They knew it well, its danger, but also its beauty. As a lonely teenager, Kate was drawn to these sisters who were unlike any people she'd ever met. But when they brought her into the woods, something dark was awakened, and Kate has never been able to escape the terrible truth of what happened. Chloe has been planning her dream wedding for months. She has the dress, the flowers, and the perfect venue. Small Angels, a charming old church set alongside dense green woods in the village that her fiancé Sam and his sister Kate grew up in. But days before the ceremony, Chloe starts to learn of unsettling stories about Small Angels and Mockbecker Woods, and worse, she begins to see, smell, and hear things that couldn't possibly be real. Now Kate is returning home for the first time in years for Sam and Chloe's wedding, but the woods are stirring again, and Kate must reconnect with Lucia, her first love, to protect Chloe, the village, and herself. An unforgettable novel about the memories that hold us back and those that show us the way forward. This is storytelling at its most magical. Enter Small Angels if you dare. This is an adult book. Book of the Month sometimes will feature young adult books for its monthly picks, but most of their YA books are in like their past picks. They used to have a solely young adult subscription for Book of the Month, and then they just canceled it. Maybe last year sometime. Can't remember if it was in 2021 or 2020. Sometime in there they canceled the YA and just did one, which is kind of disappointing, but also I need to be able to read books written for adults sometimes. Sometimes I get so drawn in YA that I just feel like I need a break. So there we go. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I have reorganized my bookshelves. You can't see all of them here, obviously, but I did quite a big project of reorganization, and I unhauled some books, and just, yeah, it was a lot. I did not film my unhaul because I just didn't want to. I was like, nope, I'm just in the mood to get these moved. not going to sit down and film them. So if you like watching unhauls, you'll have to look on someone else's channel because I can't give you one. Jade did a fun one. It was like an unhaul scavenger hunt the other day, though, so I can recommend that one. Are you ready for the main event? We have the Owlcrate box. This should be the August box, and it might be September when I upload this. I really can't remember what I have scheduled right now, so if you're seeing this a little bit late, my apologies. Everything's late these days, though. You're probably used to it by now. Anyway, I've got the tape open. We're ready to go. I have a quite pretty card. Steeped in folklore is the theme for this box. We'll set that aside so I don't spoil myself. And we do have quite a bit of this, so give me a minute to get rid of as much of this as I can. Alright, I think we're ready, and we're going to start with this item, which I bet is going to be the third bowl in the Lord of the Rings series that they've been doing. Let's see. 4-part limited edition collection. Yes. And this one says, this bowl features designs paying homage to the magical elvish sanctuary of Rivendell. Ooh. You know, if fictional places existed, Rivendell would be like super peaceful and just lovely. I wouldn't mind living there. Okay, here we go. That's gorgeous. We have elvish writing at the top here, which is kind of hard to see because it's white with gold letters. And then this band down here also has some elvish script. Wow, that's beautiful. And then it says Rivendell, and it has Arwen's even star on it. One of my most favorite pieces of jewelry that I have is my even star necklace and bracelet set. Yeah, I just love that. Alright, we have this mysterious white envelope. This is not the pin, because the pin is in one of those literary luggage envelopes. So what is this going to be? Oh! It's a little, like, zipper pull. Inspired by The Wolf and the Woodsman. Now we've got the pin here. Literary luggage. This is number 8, of course, being August. Oh, that's beautiful. Sail through the port of Saros. Inspired by Fable. If you guys haven't read Fable, I would highly recommend it. It's a great, like, female piratey adventure. I really, really enjoyed it. And this pin is beautiful. When Fable was first coming out, like shortly before it came out, I actually won a copy of it from Wednesday Books, and I was like so excited because I never win physical books. If I ever win anything like on Goodreads giveaways or anything, it's always an ebook. And it was like the most joyful thing to just win a physical book. Oh goodness. I think if someone like a publisher or a viewer or someone ever sent me a book, I would cry and just sob from joy. Anyway, next we have an item from riddlesteashop, which this company has been used in subscription boxes quite a bit, or at least the ones that I've gotten. This one says, she pulled a pouch of tea from the basket. The bag read an Owlcrate exclusive, and it smelled simply delicious. Magic seemed to waft up from the bag as she carefully opened it. She inhaled deeply, and it smelled like banana bread. How delightful. And it has honeybush tea, apple pieces, decaf Ceylon tea, cocoa nibs, cinnamon, natural banana flavor, natural chestnut flavor, marigold flowers, and natural vanilla flavor. It is gluten-free, nut-free, and dairy-free, a decaf tea. I'm going to have to smell this. Oh my gosh, that does smell like banana bread. Like really good banana bread. Oh. Anytime I think about banana bread or like zucchini bread, it reminds me of my friend Cody. He used to be in love with that stuff. Probably still is. Okay, what do we have here? There was a song in this forest. Oh, this is going to be hung up in this room in my office, somewhere where I can see it while I'm writing. I love this. Maybe what I'll do is hang it on the door, because the door's always open when I'm sitting in here writing, and if I hang it on the front of the door, then it will be clearly visible. Oh, that's really beautiful. Where does that quote come from? Oh, it's inspired by Uprooted. Where's my copy of Uprooted? There, it's inspired by this book. Now I have to put that book back in a minute. My ribs hurt so bad. I've been sneezing really hard with this cold, and it has just hurt the muscles around my ribs, and just, oh, ow. I'm in pain. Fight through it. What is this? Okay. To this day, cranes carry the strands of our fate. This is gorgeous artwork. Unsnap it. Oh, it's an origami kit. It says folding instructions for origami cranes. So all the instructions are inside, and then you have a whole bunch of origami paper. Let's see if I can show you the colors. Yes, I sniff paper. I sniff books. I can wander around in like a used bookstore forever just because of the smell. So the spoiler card tells us that the artist is Kim Ekdahl, and this is inspired by 6 Crimson Cranes. It says we've included folding instructions for cranes, but feel free to get creative with your own origami pieces. That's fun. Ooh, I just had a thought. Okay, so full disclosure, I haven't read 6 Crimson Cranes yet, but when I do, if I wanted to make like a junk journal page about it, because I have one journal that's devoted solely to bookish things, I could fold a bunch of origami cranes and like put them on the junk journal page. Yay. Oh, speaking of junk journaling, I am still wanting to create like a massive list of ideas, prompts, suggestions, etc. from you guys for my Halloween junk journal. If you have Halloween themed ideas or just like crafting ideas, or you want me to do like a certain kind of thing like a collage or a tag or anything, like just give me suggestions. If you really want me to feature zombies on a page, put that in there. Give me a comment with your suggestions, or you can shoot me an email. My email's always in the description box below. I would love to have like a great big jar of prompts from viewers to like draw from as I'm working on it. And I will be filming the project of that journal, so that's coming in the not too distant future. Okay, it's time for us to see what book has come in this box. Are you ready? We have The Drowned Woods by Emily Lloyd-Jones. This is the author of The Bone Houses. I remember when I first got The Bone Houses, I talked to my students about it, and they were like, oh, you have to let us read that right now. Did any of them actually read it? No. Teenagers. They loved the idea of it anyway. Okay, let me get the plastic off of this and then I'll come back. Okay, so we have a card with the same cover and the letter from the author. And I just saw something and I feel a song coming on, because this says the oceans will rise, a kingdom will fall. You know what that means. I can't not sing it. Oceans rise, empires fall. That's all I'll sing, because I really shouldn't be singing with this mess going on in my sinuses and crap. Anyway, okay. Dear Owlcrate reader, for as long as I can remember, I've loved 2 things, forests and fairy tales. When I was younger, I would go to the woods for comfort, solitude, and a place to think. I made up my own stories about magic and adventures that might be found among the Douglas firs and blackberry briars. As I set out to write this book, I tried to recapture those feelings of magic and possibility, to write a story that combined old fairy tales and new characters. And of course I made it a heist because I love heists. I hope you enjoy it, friends. All the best, Emily. I'm still stuck on that line. I've loved 2 things, forests and fairy tales. Girl, same. Forests and fairy tales. In fact, I was just camping. I went camping with my family, and I was so excited to be in the woods. And then the place where we camped was more like a campground that was like grassy areas and some trees for shade, but not the woods. I was a little disappointed, even though it was a really, really lovely campground and I had a fun time with my family. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the book. Here we will remove the dust jacket, and I can already tell there's exciting stuff here. Tori, if you're watching, here's your favorite thing. Inside the dust jacket art, we've got some kind of like ghostly horses or something here. And a whole bunch of people that we'll need to learn about. Okay, we've got gold foiling on the back, on the spine, and on the front. So the ocean was immortal and patient. Here we've got some gorgeous art on the end papers. Is there more in the back? Yep, same reversed image. And is there a signature? Aha. Right here, done in gold. Really cool. Let's see what we can learn from the dust jacket. Once upon a time, the kingdoms of Wales were rife with magic and conflict, and 18-year-old Mererid, or Mare, is well acquainted with both. As the last living water diviner, she can manipulate water with magic, and it's a skill many would kill to possess. For years, Mare has been running from the prince who bound her to his service and forced her to kill hundreds with her magic. Now all Mare desires is a safe, quiet life far from power and politics. But that peace is disrupted when Mare's old handler returns with a proposition. Use her abilities to bring down the very prince who abused them both. With a motley crew of allies, including a fey-cursed young man, the Lady of Thieves, and a corgi that may or may not be a spy. Ooh, I like that idea. Mare must decide whether to run for the rest of her life or stand and fight for the true freedom she's long desired. Part heist novel, part dark fairy tale, this immersive and ethereal fantasy from acclaimed author Emily Lloyd-Jones will enchant readers until the very last page. Ah, that sounds cool. A corgi that may be a spy. My sister has mini corgis, and she also has a mini blue heeler, and she's bred the blue heeler to the corgi, and they just had a litter of puppies, of mini cowboy corgis is what they're called. They're so cute. I haven't got to see them in person yet, only pictures, but they're so cute. Okay. Here's our Owlcrate newsletter, and we can compare covers. Looks like the Owlcrate has a white background and the regular one has a dark background. And next month, our theme is Memento Mori. Every September box will include an exclusive hand-poured candle from Flick the Wick. They do good candles. They really do. These leaves remind me of that Beasts of Prey. Is that the name of that series? Where is it? Where did it go? Yeah, here it is. See, these leaves remind me of this cover. Okay, it is time to choose favorite things. I really am honestly intrigued by the book because, again, the whole like forest and fairy tales thing. But as far as items go, that origami kit is really cool, and I'd never seen anything like that. But also this tapestry that we saw is gorgeous. I'm going to have to say both of those things are my favorite thing than this one. But then the tea that smells like banana bread. This is a pretty darn good box. If there was anything that I wasn't like super psyched about, it would be this one. This little zipper pull. I just noticed there's a quote on the back. It says, "Will you tell me a story, wolf girl?" Because oh yeah, I guess in that book she tells stories. Okay. Alright, like I said, I will go open this and insert a picture for you to see the lace collection that I got from this Etsy shop. And other than that, we're good to go. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.